Welcome to the Father Code. Today I wanted to talk to you about forgiveness and love and use an example of something that's happened recently in the sports world for us fathers to kind of gain a little bit of comparison to. I want to kind of show you the biblical stance and then the world view of things right now that actually stands opposed to what I want to talk about. So if we look at recently at the Oklahoma Sooners, they recently fired a coach, or a coach stepped down, was forced to resign over a situation that took place. So I want to give you two scriptures. The first one being 1 John 4:8, and it talks about God is love. And then the second one is on forgiveness, which is Ephesians 4:32. It tells us to be compassionate to one another as Christ is us, but also be forgiving to others as Christ has forgiven us. Two very important scriptures. Everything we should do in our life, the motivation of who we are and what we do should be in love. And then we should be quick to forgive. Forgiveness, again, is for ourselves, but also so that the Lord will forgive us. But if we look at what's happened, we live in a world today that has a zero tolerance viewpoint of everything. If we look at it from the media standpoint, especially from the anchor standpoint, all stories are derived, written, and charged politically with unforgiveness, with the effort and intent to dismantle and destroy whomever they write about. Half the time not even caring if what they present to us as a people is fully correct, half-truth, partial truth or not. They might even report out of feelings. And we know that if we live out of feelings, we'll die by feelings, because feelings truly are the lowest form of truth. But we see this, and then we see these anchors or these media personalities get their closets opened up, and this past sin in their lives is exposed, and then they cry for grace and mercy when they gave everyone else the law. And that's really what we're seeing happen out of Norman, Oklahoma, when this coach resigns. And I don't want to get politically about the woke side of things. I really just want to use this as an example to show us fathers how to operate, what we can teach our children out of this. I have a son, my oldest, who is playing college football right now. I had his first game yesterday, and I have to ask myself, what would I want my son to glean from a situation that would be similar from this, and what would I want him to learn from the coaches? And it certainly isn't what happened out of Norman. One and done. Zero tolerance is what they learned from this. What could possibly have done different? If the coach's intent was malicious, then I could see a suspension and a fine laid down, but they should have brought him before the team, had him apologize, and then walked him through restoration, whatever that restoration process looked like, and then reconciled him to his place, which was his job as the coach. They could have reconciled him to that, and what would they have taught the kids in this? Well, they would have taught him forgiveness, they would have taught him love, and they would have taught him that we're worth second chances. And even if his intent wasn't malicious, they could have still held him out of a couple of games and fined him and walked him through the same process, showing these teenagers, these young men, that forgiveness and love is the motivation of how we live and the way we walk. Had Christ not gone to the cross for us, we wouldn't be here today even being able to talk about this, because the sins would have cost us our lives. But he died for us, knowing before the foundations of the earth that we were going to have multiple sins, multiple messes, multiple mess-ups, missteps. We were going to fall on our face multiple times, and he was going to continue to offer us forgiveness, grace, and love. He knew that going to the cross, that John Thurber was going to screw up hundreds, if not thousands of times in his life. And I'm thankful that my Heavenly Father forgives me, and I wish that we could have seen that operated and functioned in this situation. But us as fathers have an opportunity to teach our sons something and our daughters something different from this, which is love, which is forgiveness. because we all deserve more than one chance and multiple chances. And this is just yet another example of the world's system of zero tolerance. Cut the head off at the first mistake and call it done. So fathers, I hope that we do better. I hope that we can learn to love and forgive. And I hope this quick tidbit was something helpful for you to learn. But I wish you the best, and I hope that everything that we do as operation and the way that we are motivated in life is done out of love and forgiveness. And our motto here at the Father Code is, Jesus died for me, I'll stand for him. So till the next time.